Anilji?
The screen is not
Yeah.
visible.
Okay. I don't know. The sharing is. Can you share the screen, please? I don't know. There is some problem, so I'm not able to share the screen.
Okay, no worries. Just give me a sec.
So, Ashtaang Chikitsa online therapy for neuro musculoskeletal problems. Next. Namaskar, I welcome you all to the Ashtaang Chikitsa webinar. My name is Rachna Bothra and I'll be your host for today's webinar. I'm a part of an organization called Avisa Healing and Fitness Private Limited. In today's webinar, we will present to you a unique therapy for curing neuromusculoskeletal problems that you or someone in your family may be suffering from but have not yet found permanent relief despite spending a good amount of money and time on various treatments. Ashtang Chikitsa can also be used as a preventive method so that you keep your internal organs functioning at their optimum levels. Next. Can we have the next slide, please?
Just a second. Rashtraji, give me a second. Some technical issues
Yes.
there.
Yes, yes. I think this is okay. This is the third slide. Okay. Okay. Are your doctors telling you your problem cannot be solved, cannot be cured, but will only have to be managed? Next. Organs do not regenerate. Are your doctors continuously telling you that the organs do not regenerate? So, today is the day that you will come to know you may not have to take medicines lifelong to manage your disease. Your problem can be cured. Organs can regenerate. The slides are not visible. Somebody is writing. Are the slides visible? Please write in the chat. Participants? Okay. So now I'd like to introduce you all to Swami Sri Raj Vibhuji, a rare Kumbak yogi. Swami Ji has been transforming lives of thousands of people who have not found any relief even after years of using allopathic medicine. He's taken people out of chronic diseases like cancer, heart, diabetes, and even life-threatening diseases like cancer. Next. Who is this webinar for? Very, very important. Next. For people who are tired of temporary treatments and are looking for a natural and permanent solution. For people who want to take charge of their health in their own hands and are willing to work on themselves to come out of their health issues. Reversing neuromusculoskeletal problems with Ashtaang Chikitsa, freedom from pain and medicine. Ashtaang Chikitsa can heal. Of course, the list is endless, but these are the commonest problems that we see among participants every week when we start a new batch. Knee pain, lower back pain, hip issues, pain in the leg, drop foot, spine related issues, slip disc, disc bulge, weak spine, spondylitis, frozen shoulder, drooping shoulder, tennis elbow, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, dislocation, neuropathy, or the nerve issue. Ashtaang Chikitsa can further heal muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, TMJ disorder, varicose veins, psoriatic arthritis, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, spinal stenosis, myasthenia gravis, Bell's palsy, cervical spondylosis, carpal tunnel syndrome, ataxia, Guillain-Barré syndrome, AVN, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, glaucoma, vertigo, and ankylosing spondylitis. All these diseases that we just talked about are degenerative diseases, which means that the organs are becoming weak. So, if a long term solution is possible, if we can somehow increase the regeneration factor of the body. But no medicine can regenerate the organs, be it allopathic, Ayurvedic, homeopathy, or any other medicine. In today's webinar, you will discover the one and only method that can regenerate the internal organs. Let's hear from Swami Sri Raj Vibhuji. Please pay attention to what he has to say about the human body and the diseases, because you will not find this information anywhere else. Through his knowledge, thousands of people suffering from chronic ailments have transformed their lives completely. It can change yours also. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. So now we've just given you a brief of how Ashtaang Chikitsa works. You will get to know about it in detail in Swami G's video, where you will understand how powerful is our breath and how it heals your internal system to take care of the external problems that you are suffering from. So everybody, please take your virtual seats as we start playing the video. Let there be no distractions. After this, we are going to share the online program details, and we will be having somebody live who's going to take up your questions. And after that, we are going to share the question and answer, whatever is coming to your mind about your disease. Thank you so much. And over to Anil Ji to share the video.
So, what we are doing? We are doing Kumbak Chikitsa or Kumbak therapy. Anybody who has heard this name Kumbak before? Have you ever heard this name Kumbak? People into Yoga Kalachara, they might have heard this word Kumbak. But what we are presenting is a part of Ayurveda, not yoga. So it will be a little different, right? This is a part of Ayurveda. Now to introduce you to Kumbak, are you doing Kumbak in your daily life? So let's start from there. Anybody and everybody cannot do any function without Kumbak. So let's understand Kumbak first. And let's see what can Kumbak do in your life. So anybody and everybody cannot function without doing Kumbak. So let's do an experiment, right? We'll do an experiment. And you have put your cameras off. I don't know whom I'm speaking to. It's a when people gather together, it's an opportunity to actually see faces and meet people. And you don't know tomorrow will be there or not. Can anybody guarantee? So enjoy your today. If possible, put on your cameras. Clasp your fingers. Clasp your fingers. And pull hard. Pull hard. As hard as possible. How you creating this strength of pull? Relax. How you are pulling. How you are pulling. lot of things might be coming to your mind, using the strength of your muscles, using your conviction, using your mind and whatnot. But you are not looking at the right point. So let's do it again. And wherever I am indicating, look there. Let's do it again. If you do the experiment, you will know what I am talking about. So everybody should participate. Pull hard. And see, the more hard you want to pull, the more you have to hold your breath. Yes or no? The more hard you want to pull, the more you have to hold your breath. Can we now push? Can we do a pushing experiment? Push hard. And see, the more hard you want to push, the more you have to hold your breath. Yes? Yes? Now pick up a point in front of you. Pick up a point in front of you, a small object or a point in front of you, and try to focus without distraction. Focus on that point. Focus on that point. Become absolutely still and focus on that point. The more focus you want to create, you'll see your breath will become shallow and it will hold up. You know, you can relax, you can relax. I don't know if you had breakfast or not. You had breakfast? You had breakfast. Okay. Just remember clearly with your closed eyes. Remember clearly in detail what kind of breakfast you had in the morning. Close your eyes and try to remember in detail the colorful imagination. See, even if you have to remember, you have to hold your breath. And then your remembrance becomes better. Okay, relax. Somebody talked about dementia. What is your problem? Why you are not able to remember? Because you are not able to hold your breath. Now, if you have to balance yourself, stand on one leg, or somebody is pushing you. You want to stay on the ground. You want to hold the ground. What do you do? What do you do? Somebody wants to push you and you want to hold the ground. What do you do? You hold your breath. Yes. You want to stand on one leg. Create a balance. How do you create a balance? You hold your breath. Right? How do you dance? How do you sing? How do you walk? You hold your breath in variable proportion behind. Don't notice it. You don't notice it. You hold your breath in variable proportion behind. Walking, jogging, yoga, Zumba, aerobics, whatever you do, household chore, whatever you do, even you have to get up from the chair. What did you do? You held your breath for a short time, isn't it? Can you do any action without holding your breath behind? You can't. The only thing is you are not noticing it. You are not noticing it. So action in life happens because of Kumbak, the breath hold that you did in variable proportion, at variable point of time, in variable mode, sitting, standing, lying down, what you are doing, you are holding your breath, or you are doing kumbhaka, you are doing kumbhak to do an action. Now in all your problems, in neuro musculoskeletal problems, what is the basic issue that you have? It is inability to do action properly. Yes or no? Any kind of neuro musculoskeletal problem, what is the basic issue that you are suffering from? You are not able to do action properly. When you do action, either you feel pain, or you do not have that kind of strength, or you do not have hold over your limbs. Yes? So let's understand the basic problem. Only if we understand the basic problem and we connect it with something which is practical, you can come out of the problem. Otherwise, in the last 100 years, tell me one person who has come out of arthritis by taking medicine. One person who has come out of rheumatoid by taking medicine. One person who has come out of Parkinson, dementia, and so on and so forth, osteoporosis, by taking any kind of medicine. We do not have even a single proof in the last 100 years that we have come out of these problems by taking medicine. And I'm talking about chemical medicine, allopathic medicine. Now one more commonsensical question. Would you put diesel into a petrol engine or a petrol vehicle? No? Not, never? Never. So, tell me, was your body designed for a chemical intake? Your body was not designed for chemical intake. For the vehicle, you use your common sense. For human, your body, where does this common sense go? If your body is not designed for chemical intake, your body is not going to become better or healthier by chemical intakes. So where is the proof? All these diseases, are they increasing in the world or decreasing in the world? It's all increasing. All the chronic diseases are increasing in the world. Is there a single diabetic patient who has come out of diabetes by taking medicine in the last 100 years? One blood pressure heart disease patient? Do you know blood pressure and heart disease has become the #1 cause of death? Thyroid patient, have we been able to cure any thyroid patient? Autoimmune disorder patient? Cancer is increasing at the rate of 12% every year. Arthritis, rheumatoid, and you listen to all those problems. Neuro musculoskeletal problems. Even a single patient hasn't been able to come out of these problems by taking chemical medicine. In fact, the data says these all problems are rampantly increasing in the world. So it is high time that we look in some other direction. We think out of the box. With a different kind of a false narrative, you are not going to become better. You start with one medicine, and how many medicines you have come up to? Now, if we understand this body, we can understand how we can reverse our problems. The whole purpose is to reverse these problems. So one example, the core key of how to reverse your problem, I have given it through an experiment. So whenever you make effort, you use Kumbak. Now effort happens with your Neuro Musculoskeletal system. You use your breath hold to integrate your Neuro Musculoskeletal system to make an effort. Right? So if your Neuro Musculoskeletal system do not get the proper regeneration and degeneration, you will not be able to make right effort or proper effort. What I am talking about is regeneration in the body, new tissues forming, and degeneration of the body, old tissues going out of the body. This is a continuous process that is happening in the body. So let's see, is this regeneration and degeneration, the balance of this has deviated in the world? So what is your knee problem? What is your knee problem? The regeneration of cartilages are not happening. Myelitis, or what you call as myopathy, muscle loss, muscle weakness, what is that? The regeneration is not happening properly. The arthritis factor also happens because of lot of toxins at the joint. The degeneration is not happening properly. Toxins are not getting removed from the body properly. So this regeneration and degeneration is something that we have to get into balance. How many people you see are overweight or underweight in today's world? This problem is huge in the world, isn't it? Either the people are overweight or underweight. To maintain the right weight balance has become difficult in the world. Yes, isn't it? Yes. What is the basic problem? It is the imbalance of regeneration and degeneration. In Ayurveda, the rate of regeneration and degeneration is called as Vata. There is a word for it in Ayurveda. The rate of regeneration and degeneration is called as Vata. The energy of regeneration and degeneration is called as Pitta. And the material management in regeneration and degeneration is called as Kapha. So Ayurveda says, if there is a deviation of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, you will get into neuromusculoskeletal problem. I am generalizing it. Any kind of neuromusculoskeletal problem comes under what I am describing. So, I will describe it in another way also. But let's first talk about regeneration and degeneration. Now, this regeneration and degeneration depends upon what? It depends upon your body's ability to utilize food. What you term as metabolism. Your body's ability to utilize food. The food that you eat, the body should be able to utilize it to create new tissues, to create muscles, to create bone density, to create nervous system or nerves. Now this metabolism has gone weak in the world. What is the proof? Do you know Neuro Musculoskeletal Problem is a metabolic disorder? Do you know diabetes is metabolic disorder? Do you know heart disease is metabolic disorder? Thyroid is metabolic disorder. Cancer is metabolic disorder. Any kind of chronic disease has a metabolic disorder in its core. Even your immune system disorder, autoimmune disease and other immune disorder, metabolism is a precursor to any immune system disorder. And they work inversely proportional. If your immunity is high, your metabolism will come down. Your immunity will go high when your body will get into some kind of risk. Do you think when you put a chemical inside the body gets into risk? Your body is not designed for chemical intake. When you put a chemical medicine into your body, the body gets into risk. It enhances, increases the immune system and downplays the metabolic system. All metabolic disorder is increasing in the world because of chemical medicine intake increasing rampantly in the world. One major factor of why you have got into neuromusculoskeletal problem is from childhood you are taking in chemicals or pushing chemicals inside the body. In the name of vaccination, in the name of doing something good to your body, you are actually doing a criminal act with the body. And obviously, the health quotient of the world cannot increase because of your destruction or destructive activity on your own body. I'll give you one example. All of you must have some quantity of medicine at home. Everybody has paracetamol, yes or no? You have paracetamol or some kind of painkiller in your home, in your first aid box, right? Now I'm just trying to make you understand. It is very important that you get it right. If you understand the whole thing clearly, then only you will be able to take a right decision towards correcting your system, isn't it? What you do in your life is your freedom. But you must get it clear in your head first. So, there are two kinds of painkillers. One is called as steroids. The other category is called as NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Your paracetamol, nimesulide, there are many, ibuprofen, aceclofenac, diclofenac, all these comes under NSAID. Now they do this pain relieving activity by inhibiting a biocomplex called prostaglandin. Prostaglandin inhibitors. They are called as prostaglandin inhibitors. Now prostaglandin, what it does? Prostaglandin activates the regenerative factor in your body. When you are taking a painkiller, you are saying, I don't want new tissues in my body. When you are taking a painkiller or you are trying to put down your fever, you basically are saying, I don't want regeneration in my body. So what will you get? When you take paracetamol, what will you get in the life? Arthritis, rheumatoid, myasthenia gravis, dementia, tendinitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, and so on and so forth. Because these are all degenerative disease. What will your body do if it has to kill a virus within itself? Everybody of you must have gone through some kind of cold and cough, viral flu or corona. In your life, you must have gone through all these cold and cough, viral flu, some kind of a viral infection. What happens when you get cold and cough? What happens first in your body? The body raises the temperature, what you call as fever. The body raises the temperature. By increasing the temperature by 5 degrees, the virus will get killed. But the moment body raises temperature, what do? Paracetamol. You are saying, I don't want you to kill the virus. So you want to treat yourself by taking medicine. If you don't take medicine, the viral will go off in 3 to 5 days. But if you take medicine, it will go off in a week to 15 days. But we are intelligent people, you know. We want to give credit to some medicine. So a week and 15 days is okay. Because if you would not have taken the medicine, you would have been treated in 3. You would have become well in 3 to 5 days. But we are intelligent people and we have to give credit to the recovery to some medicine. We choose a longer path. Okay, we'll become fine in 10 to 15 days, so we take medicine. Despite of your taking chemical intake, you are still living and breathing. Just pat your back, appreciate your body at least. With so much of torture, you are still living. This body is such a resilient entity. You have tried to kill it in every possible way, still it is living. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. You are trying to stop or activate every function within yourself, within the body. The body knows how to survive, how to do action. Are you doing the heart activity inside the body? Your own body? Are you doing it? Are you conducting it? Are you conducting any function inside the body? doing the heartbeat? You are not doing it. You don't know how it is happening. Liver function, are you doing it? Kidney function? Neuro function? No, you are not doing it. But you feel it is my right to stop any function inside the body or deviate any function inside the body. You take in a chemical. These chemicals are called agonist or antagonist. They either stop a function or deviate a function. So we have tried to kill this body in every possible way. If it is still surviving, it's a miracle. It's a miracle, isn't it? You must at least appreciate the sturdiness, the robustness of this mechanism, which is human body. Okay, so I just gave you a hint of what we are doing. Don't go on narrative. You all are intelligent species. Use your wisdom rather your information or education. Please use your wisdom. You are all intelligent people. Don't always agree to what somebody says. There is a wisdom of life there which is alive in you. If you think from that wisdom, you can see this very clearly. So, Vata Pitta Kapha. Now I'll talk about Vata Pitta Kapha in a way where we can actually correct it. So, the whole system or any living entity functions on three factors, which is Vata Pitta Kapha. Of course, I described it in a different manner. Now I am describing it in a different manner. First, the most powerful aspect which is needed inside your body is pressure. Pressure. Because action always happens in pressure gradient. So even if the cloud has to pour somewhere, you have read this rain cycle. From the sea, the water has to rise and become cloud. Then the cloud moves from high pressure to low pressure zone and pours down there. So even the cloud movement happens in a pressure gradient. From lower down in a tree, the tree has to pump water and mineral and all the food up. That happens in a pressure gradient from a high pressure to a lower pressure zone. In your body, food moves into your cells and out of your cells in a pressure gradient. You have to create an osmotic pressure. Your body has to create an osmotic pressure of the tissues and cells for proper intake and exchange of materials and gases and water. So your body functions in the right kind of a pressure ecosystem or architecture. If this pressure architecture goes down, your organs will not function properly. The absorption will not happen properly. Metabolism will not happen properly. Exchange of water, gases, and nutrients will not happen properly. The right kind of pressure has to be generated in the body. Now I'm giving you one more example and proof to understand this. Just imagine your grandfather, grandmother. Just imagine your grandfather, grandmother. If you compare your grandfather and grandmother with yourself and think of the same age line, at the same age, what is the difference between them and you? One common difference. You can say they were not into these many problems. Yes, but what is that factor because of which they were not into all these chronic disease? They could make more effort with their body. You can't make that much of an effort with your body in comparison. They could do lot of things at a particular age with their body, make lot of effort. At the same age, you are not that efficient comparatively, isn't it? What we have lost through the ages, we have lost the capacity of effort making, of making effort. Our capacity of making effort is less than their capacity. So what you have lost fundamentally, if you have lost effort making ability, you have lost the capacity to hold your breath, because you make effort by holding your breath. Yes or no? Are you getting it? Are you with me? We have done an experiment. If somebody has joined later, they can watch the webinar again, because it is very important that you understand things. Only then your life will become better. It will not become better with ideas and narratives. So what you have lost in 2 generations, the ability to make effort with your body. That means you have lost the ability to hold your breath. Do you want to improve your life or not? Do you want to improve your effort making ability or not? Do you need a Kumbak practice or not? Let me tell you, this is the only way through which your life experience, the quality of life will improve. There is no other way. If you think some medicine can improve your life, you are daydreaming. It will never happen. You must increase the body's ability to make effort. Now, what is metabolism? What is metabolism? The body's ability to utilize food. Now, take an example from your life's experience. You know, in your life, whenever you did lot of activity, that day you get lot of hunger. You become more hungry, isn't it? The more you become hungry, the more the body utilizes food. So with lot of effort in your young days, whenever you did lot of effort, lot of work, you became more hungry that day, you ate more food and your body utilized more food. How did you do that activity? Whatever activity that you did, by holding your breath in variable proportion. When you did Kumbak, your body's ability to utilize food and your hunger increased. So Kumbak increases metabolism. And we have lot of proof of that. There are thousands of people who have done Kumbak and they have improved their metabolism. Their regeneration capacity has increased. People with lot of degenerative disease, they have come out of those diseases. People have come out of degenerative neuro disease also. Paralysis. People have come out of paralysis. Drop foot, myasthenia gravis, locked jaw, frozen shoulder. And we always say, even in the case of Parkinson, there is only one way in which you can improve your condition, and that is by doing Kumbak. So first thing first, your metabolism has to improve. The moment your metabolism improves, the autoimmune factor of the body balances out. So whenever you take a pill or take some food which is deviated, genetically modified, hybrid, processed, inorganic, your body gets into risk. So it increases the immune quotient, the immune factor, the metabolism goes down. Whenever you take medicine, the immunity increases, metabolism goes down. We have deviated the environment also. Even with your breath, when you are breathing, your immune factor is trying to push up and your metabolism trying to go down. No doubt, all the metabolic diseases are on rise. They are becoming epidemic. So first thing first, you have to increase your metabolism. And that will happen with Kumbak. With Kumbak, you can increase your metabolism, and you'll see the moment you increase your metabolism, the autoimmune factor which is there inside the body, it goes down. It balances out itself. So even rheumatoid arthritis or any kind, Hashimoto or any kind of autoimmune syndrome in the body, it gets balanced out. It can become, you can reverse those things. By taking in steroid, you will get into more and more problem. You should only take chemicals in a very emergency situation and for a short period of time. You should only take medicine when the condition is at a very high risk, and that too you should take it for a short period of time. Then you should ideally work upon the body in such a manner that your body's recovery strength, regenerative strength, metabolic strength, immunity, hormonal balance, detox strength, they improve. And the body should be able to take care by itself, because your body is designed for it. It can take care of anything by itself, but that strength has become very weak. So by Kumbak we can increase all those strengths. So you should be working upon the body. If you start doing Kumbak, you should work upon the body for at least 6 months. For 3 months continuously, if you work, you can reduce 50% of your chemical medicine and take some alternative natural medicine. After 6 months, you decrease that 50% of chemical also to null. 100% of what medication you should be taking has to be natural, without any side effect, those kind of medication. Herbal. After 1 year, no medication at all, because your body is designed to take care of itself. You don't have the recovery strength. That's what we will increase through Kumbak. Now, you can't change the environment. The second factor, I'll talk about 3 factors and then we'll go towards the question answer session. We'll tell you a little about the course. So the second factor, with every chemical, you get a side effect. You get an adverse drug reaction in the body, right? Now, it doesn't happen with just chemical intake. It happens with the deviated food intake also. It happens with the deviated environment also. Now, you can't change the environment overnight. You should start changing the environment today. It will take 200 years. So what you should build is your tolerance toward a deviated environment. To build a tolerance toward a deviated food. To build a tolerance towards the adverse drug reaction. If you are tolerant enough, you will get less damage in the body. You can reduce the damage. You can reduce the adverse drug reaction. You can reduce the impact, the side effect of those things, isn't it? So how do you tolerate things? Now suppose you lift a 10 kg weight. You lift a 10 kg weight. How do you lift it up? How do you tolerate it? You hold your breath, isn't it? Can you lift any weight without holding your breath? No. The more weight you have to lift up, you'll have to hold your breath more. So you tolerate things by holding your breath. Suppose you have to now lift 20 kg weight. So you have to hold your breath even more, isn't it? How do you tolerate weight? 10 kg weight? By holding your breath in a certain proportion. Now if you have to lift 20 kg weight, you will have to hold your breath even more. Are you practicing it? No, you are not practicing it. You are not doing Kumbak. So how will you ensure that you do the risk in your life, the future risk gets reduced in your life? How can you ensure then? If you do not improve the tolerance of this body. By taking medicine, you will land up in a hospital one day. That is for sure. And the organ damage will happen one after another. You have to ensure that you tolerate the wrongs, the side effects of whatever we are consuming at this point of time. Not only consumption, but the environment also. So if you have more tolerance, you will be saved. Otherwise, there is no chance. Right? Second part, I have told you. Tolerance. That's how your future risk and the tolerance to all the wrongdoings will increase. You will get less damage. Okay. So, metabolism you have to improve. Kumbak will improve. Tolerance you have to build. That Kumbak will do. Third thing. What is the greatest weakness in your body which has created all the damage? Do you know it? You actually don't know. What all your diagnostics do is basically measure the symptom that is happening. But why the damage happened inside the body, nobody can actually scan it, diagnose it, do any test of it. The diagnostic system, the current diagnostic system cannot even tell you 1% of the total things that is happening inside the body. So it is insufficient. We have to do some other kind of diagnosis which can tell us the root weakness in the system and work upon it for a faster result. So that is why we do the world's only Prana Shakti diagnosis, which actually diagnoses the weakness in the functional capacity of human body, a particular functional capacity. So we tell you to do a little experiment with your breath, with a little experiment with your body and emotions, and fill up the form. Those results actually help us to come to a conclusion of what functional aspect of your body has become weak, because of which you have got into a particular problem, and then the other problem also came along. That is what we take as a basis to customize your module. We teach you a generic module. All of you will be taught a generic or the same kind of a Kumbak module. And after diagnosis, we'll customize it as per your body. So everybody's Kumbak module gets customized according to the problem the person is facing. Because all of you don't have the same problem, isn't it? You have all different problems and it has progressed into multiple issues also. But something might have started first. So we do a diagnosis, a different non-invasive world's only Prana Shakti diagnosis, which actually tells us the functional weakness of your body. Right? We don't test ingredients. We don't test levels. We test the functional weakness of your body. And we customize the module according to that so that you get a faster and a better result. So pressure I talked about is one thing through which you do action. The temperature of your body also has an ability to treat you or and keep you in a better health. That is called as pitta. Pressure and temperature actually does the material management of your body. So pressure is called as vata. Pressure also generates or regulates the temperature of your body. So it is called as pitta, the temperature factor. And the third factor is kapha, which is basically material management which happens because of pressure and temperature. So this is vata, pitta, kapha. The most powerful way to correct vata, pitta, kapha is regulating the pressure. You can regulate the pressure by breath hold only. There is no other way. So we control the vata. The vata is controlled by pressure. The pressure also regulates the pitta, temperature of your body. So vata, pitta gets controlled. Vata, pitta together controls the material management, the kapha factor in your body. The regeneration, degeneration thereby gets into balance. Right? So just by two factors, regeneration and degeneration, I have explained how it can be corrected and what are you doing to correct it, what is the right approach, what you are doing, how it is a wrong approach. You can take a proof of evidence of the numbers, the data of people into disease and how much it is increasing day by day. From there you can have the evidence of what I am saying. And you also know it through your own experience. So the experiments that we did, it's all into your experience. So we have to look at the health of humanity from a completely different perspective to actually reverse it, come to a state of health and happiness. Right? I'll stop here.
Thank you so much for listening to Swami Ji patiently. Now I would like to request Renuka ma'am to please share her journey of Ashtaang Chikitsa. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today evening. Ma'am, can you please unmute yourself?
Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, namaste to Afisa Healing and to Swami G and to my mentor, Nina G, and the entire team of the Avisa team. I'm Renuga Naidu. I'm from Malaysia. Previously, I had no health issues. Twice a year, I normally go for checkups. I go for gym workouts with my husband. I'm very mobile. I rarely take any medicines, not even a Panadol. Sorry, my throat. Not even a Panadol if I'm sick. I normally go for natural remedies if I'm ill. So, but in 2020, when I was on a holiday, while on a holiday, I fell from a 5 feet bed on my right hand side of my body, and saw a doctor there immediately while on a holiday. The doctor checked me and said there was no fractures, but I was in severe pain. She gave me painkillers. So when I got back home, I was fine. I was still doing my normal chores. I was going to the gym and I was doing my house chores and doing everything. But after 2 months of the incident, I was getting bad spasms and cramps on my right hand side leg and stiffness in my body that I could easily fall. I don't know why that happened. It could have been because of the fall. Huh? I lost my walking balance. I had to use a walking stick to walk around. And if ever I go out of the house, my husband would hold my hand because my walking balance was getting bad. So at that point, I saw several doctors, and one neurologist diagnosed me as stiff person syndrome and generalized anxiety disorder. And he gave me medicines. I was on medication. So while on medication, I was not very happy with medication because of the side effects, the drowsiness of the medication. So I tried several alternative treatments. Each alternative sessions that I went through was like 20 to 30 sessions, but nothing helped my condition. So I kept always thinking that how to heal, and I don't want to end up being in a wheelchair. So I prayed, and in my heart, I believed in one thing about self-healing. And whenever I used to have my spasms in my leg, the physiotherapist that I go to always tell me, breathe well, take deep breaths. Your spasm will you can release your spasm. So I believed in self-healing and I believed in a prana, but I just don't know the method of doing it. So I came across Avisa Healing in Facebook, and something nudged me instantly that I should enroll and try it. I'm blessed now that I found the right healing method for my condition. It has been 2 months and 1 week, 9 weeks program of this Avisa Healing. And I have faith, and I did it with great faith, and I did the best I could following the prana practices, kriyas, vinyasas, and the supportive practices like the oil bath, the cold bath, the powder bathing, using powder bathing, not using soaps, ghee, the kamar band, the Haritaki, all the supportive practices that Swami G taught us, I start doing it. So I'm actually now, I'm actually very amazed, and I'm feeling now much, with all these practices taught, I'm feeling much lighter. My walking balance is improving. I can walk without the stick. My stiffness have reduced to the point that I could bend down and pick up something from the floor. I have less brain fog, more clarity. So these are the things that I have been experiencing for these 2 months following the practices. So my next goal is to be more persistent and consistent till I'm off my medications. So I'm really grateful and thankful that, I found a method to heal myself through this kriyas. So I believe that I will heal, and as I do my practices, I have complete faith in Kumbak. So I just want to thank Swami G and my great mentor Nina Ji for teaching us the method of this self-healing practices. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Renuka ma'am, for joining us today evening and sharing your journey. Now, I would like to request Anil ji to please share the online program details with our participants.
Thank you, Rachna ji. Give me a second and I'll just share my screen and let's get on with the program details quickly. All right. So a lot of people must be waiting for the program details. Let's know about the Ashtaang Chikitsa online program details now. First of all, this is a guided program which is conducted online by trained Kumbak mentors. We have a team of trained Kumbak mentors trained by Swamiji who will be conducting these classes. This is number one. Then, as you must be knowing by now, there are three modules in the program: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Duration of each module is 21 days or 3 weeks. So 3 weeks into three modules makes it a 9-week program. In the program overview, you can see 9 plus 1 week. So why 1 week has been added, that we'll understand shortly. There will be total of 18 classes over a period of 9 weeks. 2 live classes will be conducted per week for 9 weeks. One class is called the main class and the second one is called the practice class. What is the difference between the two? That also we'll understand. What are the next steps? You pay the program fee and there's a special group fee that we'll be announcing for people who are attending it live. Then you'll be filling up a participant onboarding form so that we can create login credential for course access. Course is the place where all the recordings of the classes are stored. Then you'll be starting your classes with module 1. After completing module 1, you will be going to the second module, which is the fifth module. And after that, you'll be going to the final Kapha module. All three modules have to be completed one by one. Total classes in module 1 are 6. Same is for module 2 and module 3. So 6 classes per module into 3 modules makes a total of 18 classes. But you can see there are 3 refresher classes also. After each module, there'll be one refresher class and there'll be one customization class at the end of the 9 weeks. What is customization? That we'll talk about shortly. So overall, there will be a total of 22 classes in these 9 or 10 weeks. What are the class start date? These dates are as per Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia. For these countries, Thailand and Indonesia. The classes start on 18th August, Monday, 7 p.m. Malaysia time, 6 p.m. Indonesia or Thailand time. Classes will be on Monday and Saturday, and we'll share all the class dates in the chat and in the WhatsApp group also. What is the class experience like? As you must have understood by now, these are live sessions conducted on the Zoom app. The mentors watch all the participants, so it will be compulsory to keep your cameras switched on during the classes. Our team members, other than the main mentor, will have uh, our additional support team members who will be zooming each and every participant to see how you are practicing. Then there'll be written instructions in English and Hindi. Session recordings are given, and we'll talk about that in detail. There'll be a lot of extra things like mental practices. You'll get a unique diet perspective. Mind you, this is not a diet plan. There are no diet plans given, and there are no dietary restrictions while doing this therapy. You can continue having the kind of food that you are used to eating. Then simple detox processes will be given, and a lot of knowledge will be shared in these 9 or 10 weeks that you'll be with us. Before I share more details about the program, it's very important to know and talk about who this program is not for or who all will not be able to do this program. This is not for people who are looking for a magic pill and want results tomorrow only. Because in this program, there are no medicine given. And if you're taking any medicine, this is a method to leave those medicines. Now, this is also not for those who are not ready to work on the body because every day you will be required to practice for about 45 to 60 minutes to do your daily Kumbak. If you do not have this kind of a time, then also you won't be able to take advantage of this therapy. And it's not for those who are impatient. We understand when you're into pain, into a chronic ailment, the patience goes down. But still, if you're able to maintain some patience, you'll be able to experience the amazing benefits of this therapy. And this is not for those who are looking for a free treatment or just some tips. Since it's a therapy which is to be done under the guidance of trained Kumbhak mentors, so we cannot offer this for free. And if you just here to pick up some tips, you must have noticed that Swamiji didn't give any tips. Neither are we going to give any tips because a permanent or a long-term solution is not possible through tips. Had that been the case, you would have already solved the problems because there are thousands and thousands of videos on YouTube and other places. But the body has to be looked at from a different angle. The body has to be understood from a different perspective, and that's how you can arrive at a solution. So these were some things that the kind of people who won't be able to do. So now let's talk about what all you get in the program. Prana Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. This is the magic of this therapy. And it's a unique diagnosis, one of its kind on the whole planet. Why unique? Because it's a non-medical diagnosis and it's an online diagnosis. Now, both the things may sound very strange to you because we've been used to going to a diagnostic center, giving a sample of our urine, blood, MRI, scans, X-rays, whatnot. Let me explain how this is done. You'll get a link to a form and you'll be asked to do some experiments on your breath and emotions and note the observations in this form. Second, you will be writing about all your health issues in this form in the order that they occurred in. That first this problem came, then this problem, then this problem. In this order, you'll be writing this form. And third, you'll be uploading a selfie photograph, shoulder and above, in which the face should show very clearly, but there have to be no specs on the eyes, and in case of ladies, no makeup also. When these three things reach Swamiji, he is able to determine the weak functional strengths in your body due to which you have landed in your current health issues. This is Prana Shakti diagnosis. Now, there'll be weekly one main class of 45 to 60 minutes and a, a weekly class of 45 to 60 minutes for practice. What is the difference between the two? In the main class, the mentors will demonstrate how a Kumbhak practice is to be done. Second, in some of the classes, Swamiji's videos may be played for more knowledge, for deepening your understanding about Kumbhak. And in the end, there'll be some little time left where you'll be doing the Kriyas, doing the Kumbhak practice along with the mentor. And in the practice class, as the name says, it will be complete practice only. Then you'll get access to all the recordings of the live classes for 3 months. After the 10 weeks are over, the recording access will remain with you for 3 months. During that time, you can play again and again and understand each and everything clearly and even make notes also. Then videos of all kriyas done in the class. These will be small videos uh, of each Kumbhak practice, of each Kumbhak kriya. Uh, a video may take 2 minutes to watch, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to watch. So you don't have to watch the whole 60 minutes of the class recording just to see how a Kumbhak practice is to be done. So it will save you a lot of time. Then written instructions will be there in English and Hindi, which you can download and take a print also. And these will come very handy when you're traveling or when the internet speed is down or when the internet is completely out of service. So if you have the written instructions with you, you'll be able to continue your practices every day. Then this is the most important part of the support system that we provide. As soon as you enroll, you'll be added to this class WhatsApp group. It's a private WhatsApp group. Like I told you, there'll be 2 live classes per week. The remaining days of the week, you'll be practicing on your own. And while practicing on your own, if you have any doubt, any question, this is the place you'll be asking all your questions and doubts in. Our mentors are there in these groups. They'll be answering all your questions, they'll clarify all your doubts, and they'll keep on guiding you in a step-by-step manner. Then individual participant progress tracking and feedback after every module. There are 3 modules in this program. After every module, you'll be filling up a short form. Through that form, we'll come to know how much of progress you are making. If somebody is not making any progress, then we try to find out the reason. We try to find out if you're doing the practices continuously on a regular basis. We try to find out if whatever is being taught, are you doing that correctly as per the instructions or not? So through this form, we come to know that. And then therapy customization for each participant in the 10th week. Please pay attention to this point because this is super important and this is connected to the first point. Do you remember the first point? Prana Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. Now, the Prana Shakti diagnosis will be done in the first week, but it will be used in the 10th week. Why is that? Why not give the customized practices in the beginning only? There's a reason behind it. When we talk about neuro musculoskeletal problems or any disease for that matter, there's already internal weakness inside the body. Since these customized practices are really powerful, if given in the first week only, your body will not be able to bear the impact of these customized practices. Therefore, they are given in the 10th week. And in these 9 weeks, the body and the organs are brought to a level where practicing these customized kumbhak, after that will become easy and very beneficial for you. So that's why it's given in the 10th week. Then there'll be specially recorded audio instructions which you can just listen to and do your practices. Why so much of things are given? Why so much of support is given? Because it's an online program. So we need to clarify each and everything. We've taken care of uh, of giving you crystal clear instructions through various methods: the audio instruction, the written instruction, the class recording, the short videos of all Kumbhak practices. And then you can go to you can go to your browser and you can see some program reviews and testimonials online. You can type Avisa Healing and Fitness, and you'll be able to see the last time I checked is 226 Google reviews with a average rating of star rating of 4.8. And you'll notice one thing: a lot of people have written very long kind of reviews, and that they are able to write because they've experienced such benefits from this. So just to give you confidence, you can go and have a look what people have experienced. And if you go to YouTube and type Avisa Healing, you'll be able to see a green color logo like this. This is our YouTube channel. If you go there and type on Ashtaang Chikitsa on there are playlist on the playlist, you'll be able to see Ashtaang Chikitsa testimonials. 2 weeks back, I checked, these are 518. More than 500 testimonials are there. And let me tell you for your information, only 10% of the people give testimonials because most of them do not want to talk about their health issues publicly, which means there are thousands and thousands of people. And apart from these testimonials, we have thousands of other screenshots through which people have reported their progress inside their class groups. A lot of proof is there already. And in the last 4 years, more than 9,000 people have already done this program successfully. So what's the course fees? You must be waiting for this. There are two options. First option is for one-on-one personal classes, and second option is for group classes. What is a one-on-one? There'll be one instructor and one participant. This is for people who want more support and or who do not want to attend the classes in the group, or maybe the group timings doesn't suit them, whatever the reason. So there'll be one instructor and one participant. The fees INR 60,000, which can be paid in two installments, 30,000 and 30,000. And the time of these classes will be mutually decided as per the participant choice and the availability of the mentors. We don't have much seats for these. We just have 2 or 3 seats for one-on-one classes because mentors availability is not there most of the time. So in special cases only we provide this arrangement. And if you do a single short payment for a one-on-one class, it's 50,000 INR. And now let's talk about the group classes. The normal fees is 21,000 Indian rupees. But since I already told you that there'll be a special fee that we'll be announcing, just 15,000 INR is to be paid. And in Malaysian ringgit, it's 730, Singapore dollar is 222, Hong Kong dollar 1344, then Thai baht is 5559, IDR is 2770305. So we'll share these details in the WhatsApp group also and in the chat here. Let's recap what all you get in the program. Pran Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination, weekly one main class, weekly one practice class, access to recording of the live classes for 3 months, videos of all kriyas done in the class, written instructions, private WhatsApp group to ask your doubts and questions in, individual participant progress tracking, therapy customization, audio instructions, and how to enroll. There's a 5-step process. You pay the program fee and then post the payment receipt in the WhatsApp group. This is the same WhatsApp group in which you got the link for this webinar. Neha from our team, she'll confirm your payment and then she will send you participant onboarding form link and another link to join the class WhatsApp group. This class WhatsApp group is the same group where you get daily support. And step 5 is to start attending classes to learn Ashtaang Chikitsa, simple 5-step process. All these are the payment methods. For international payments, you can use your credit card. If you have a PayPal account, you can use that. If you have an Indian account, you can pay it through other UPI numbers. And there's a site called wise.com. We've seen previous participants from Malaysia and Singapore and all these places. This was the fastest way, and this involves very low transaction fees also while doing a bank-to-bank transfer. Again, these are the dates: 18th August, Monday, 7 p.m. Malaysia time, 6 p.m. Indonesia or Thailand time. And this is the world-class support team that will be assisting you. There'll be a lot of people will be in the back end and your mentors will be taking your classes. So you will be able to interact with them, your mentors, but the other team members will be in the background. We have Rachna Bothra. She's the program director and the host of this webinar. Shalini Bhagwat is the class manager. Neha Upadhyay is the enrollment in charge. Manager IT is Ashwini Kumar. Mentors, we have Ranjana Soni, Aruna, Neena, Meera, Sushma, Manvi, Anjali, Ganga, Arijit, and Vivek. Then in technical, we have Sheetal. Sheetal is the person who will help you out if you face any issues with technology. For example, if you are not able to log in, or if your video is not playing, or if your instructions are not getting downloaded, anything related to technology, Sheetal is the person to help you out. Then in personal support, we have Anita, Kavita, and Mehak. They call each and every person on WhatsApp to find out how your program is going on, if you are able to understand everything or not. So these are three people who may call you. WhatsApp admin Alichwa, that's me. I, along with Rachna ji and Neha, will be answering all your questions after the webinar in the WhatsApp. Because due to limited time, we may not be able to take up all the questions or answer all questions. So if your question is not taken or answered, please do not worry at all. Just post the same question in the WhatsApp group and we'll answer each and every question. No question will be left unanswered. And now comes the unbelievable part. What is that? What happens after the program is over? Normally, most programs say goodbye when you finish. That's it. But not us. What do? We stay with you for 12 months, which means you're not left alone. How do we stay with you for 12 months? You'll be able to access 48 live Zoom support sessions in these 12 months, which means weekly, once a week, you can log in and our senior mentor will be there. You can consult with her and you can get out of the meeting. It's a live Zoom support, full 1 year, which means ongoing mentorship is there and accountability for 12 months after the program ends. So that's why we say it's a unique, completely unique program. No program beats this program in terms of support, in terms of effectiveness of the therapy. And you keep on getting expert guidance, answers, clarity week after week, even after you've done, even after the 10 weeks. All these I've already talked about. With Kumbak, you can put an end to years of pain and suffering because most of the participants that we get, they've tried n number of therapies. They've tried all possible therapies under the sun. So they don't come with must expectations also. But when they start doing Kumbak and when they start getting the benefits, then they realize this is something different. This is completely unique. So with Kumbak, you can escape the side effects of allopathic medicines. Like Swamiji talked in the video also, you start with one medicine, then you keep on increasing. So chemical medicine is not going to solve the problem. Swamiji talked about it in detail, right? And now there's a chance, it's an opportunity where you can empower your body so that it can heal itself without medicine. When you take medicine, especially the chemical medicine, you are destroying the body's healing capacity. Otherwise, the body would have healed itself, right? So with Kumbhak, this is possible now. And we invite you to enroll and get benefited by this amazing therapy. And if you got questions, we are here to answer them so that you get more clarity and confidence. Thank you and namaskar. I hand over the webinar back to Rachna ji.
Thank you so much, Anandji, for sharing the program details. So now we will be taking up the questions from the participants. You can write your name and WhatsApp number along with your health issues. So if we are not able to address all of them here, we'll send it to you on your personal chat. Anybody
We've
from the
enabled the chat
participants?
now.
Yeah.
We've enabled the chat now because we had kept it switched off during the presentation. Now you'll be able to type.
You can also raise your hands and ask your questions. I've unmuted all. So if there's any question, you can also raise your hand. Takshi, iPhone, when are the group classes? So Neha from our team will be sharing it right now. Amalan, here, diabetes, multiple slipped disc, brain fog. If I wanted me and my wife to do the program, is it possible to do it together? Definitely, sir. If you can leave your number, Neha from our team will get in touch with you.
Sukumaran sir wants to ask.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I would like to. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Basically, your program Kumbak. Okay.
Yes.
Swamiji has definitely explained it quite well.
Mm,
I would like to just ask this. You see,
mm,
when Swamiji just mentioned that, in the case of an emergency or in the case of a serious illness, you cannot come into the program, isn't it?
mm,
That's what Swamiji mentioned.
mm.
No, what is the, I like to correct it. He was mentioning about the chemical medicines in which conditions to take. That when you're in
Yes,
the emergency, uh,
yes. That's right. I understand what Swamiji said, but you see, what I'm trying to question here is, Swamiji said, okay, if you have to take these medicines, then when you go back to this particular program, will it recur or is it going to uh, you will have to continue with this program? Will it recur? That's what I'm asking.
yes,
You see,
see,
now you're saying you discontinue the medication. Now, if I discontinue the medication and if I were to go into a program such as yours, and like say Pranashakti and others will definitely help us. Yes, I understand that. But again, will it really help those who are in the higher age group? Like, say, now, for instance, those above a certain age group, like, say, I am already 75 and above. Okay. So, what do people of this age group do in the event of such issues which we have?
all right. Uh, I'll take your first question. That will it reoccur, the problem?
Yes.
Uh, yes, it can, because we are living in a very altered environment. The food is altered, environment is altered. Our lifestyles aren't like they used to be 50 years back. Most of our lifestyle is sedentary. So yes, it can occur because the environment and the food and everything, that is being the cause of all the problems mostly. And if we are using chemical medicine, that adds on to that, to the problem. But like Swamiji said, that if you keep your tolerance built, which means, let's say technically you can stop doing the practices once you are out of your health issues. Technically you can, but I'll answer it in two ways. If something gave you so much of benefits, I'm guessing that not many people would like to leave it. And the second thing is that if you leave it and it reoccurs after a year or 2 years, then you know how to correct it because you learnt it. You're not dependent on somebody, from a doctor or therapist to go to. Now you learnt it. It's knowledge transfer that has happened. So those are the two types of answers I just provided. That technically it can reoccur, but if you keep on practicing, it's like maintenance. And then I'll take a third question. Third part of the question was whether uh, people of your age can benefit. Absolutely. And in fact, it should be compulsory for people who are senior citizens, because that regeneration, normal regeneration also, had the environment remained the same also, had the environment remained healthy, but still the regeneration goes down as you age. Since Kumbhak gives you that method to keep your regeneration at a higher level, so it's all the more compulsory. 16 years and below can't do this program, but there's no upper age limit. 70, 80 years, of age of people are very common in our programs, and the highest age of a participant was 94 years. So this can be done by everyone above the age of 16 years.
Thank you.
Well,
I understand the program, and I think it is very helpful for all of us to understand this part of it.
yes,
I think I should thank Swamiji as well for contributing his, in fact, not contributing, his version of the entire process of this particular treatment and therapy. I think we
yes,
should all get into it and then try it as what you said just now. Yeah.
right, sir. Absolutely.
Anilji, Misha Kanan's question, Santi here, gastric IBS and knee issues.
Uh, any Kumbhak program that you enroll into, the first thing that is strengthened is the metabolism. Any problem related to digestion is taken care of first, because most of the disease, and especially if you're talking about neuro musculoskeletal problems, they arise from the a bad metabolism or a weak metabolism. So these are easily curable, because that's the first thing that is done. Before correcting anything, metabolism is first corrected, and liver being the most important part of the metabolism, that is taken care of. Like a lot of people have fatty livers and liver cirrhosis. So it's done wonderfully through Kumbhak.
Please type your questions, or you can raise your hands and let Sukumaran sir and ask your questions. We are here to answer your questions.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Please do not hesitate to ask your question, whether you join the program or not. That is entirely up to you. But do not have doubts in your mind, because breath is something new to you all, and how powerful it is, we've just discussed in Swamiji's video. So please feel free to ask any questions that is coming to your mind.
Okay, Thakshi iPhone class timings in Malaysia,
Yeah,
7
so
p.m.
Neha will.
7 p.m. 18th August, the classes are beginning. The classes will be on Monday and Thursday. We'll share all the class dates in the WhatsApp group, so you can go and have a look, and we'll share here also. Neha, you can share the dates here.
Anybody from the participants? Thana Retna, just a sec. Thana Retnam, knee pain and back pain.
Yeah, this program is for all types of neuromusculoskeletal problems. So these are very easy issues to solve. And one thing that has to be understood is that how Kumbhak is working. It works on the body at multiple levels at the same time. Broadly, first thing that it does is it increases the mitochondria density in the cells. And as you must be knowing, mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. As the density increases, you will feel a surge of energy in the body because of the increased mitochondrial density. That is one. Second thing that happens is, and very noticeable in a week or two only, it has a very fast action on reducing the internal inflammation. So if there are any pains in the body, those goes down drastically, because most of the time it's the inflammation the cause of the pain. And third, as Swamiji told in the video also, if you go behind the science, uh, when you do these Kumbhak practices, there's a fixed count till which you have to inhale, hold. While holding, where all you'll be focusing, because it's a combination of focus points and breath hold in variable proportions. Every week, new Kumbhak practices will keep on adding, or new Kumbhak formulas, because every Kumbhak Kriya will involve a different ratio of inhalation, hold, exhalation, and hold again. So when you do these Kumbhak practices in these ratios, the stem cells of the internal organs, they get a epigenetic trigger. And as you must be knowing that stem cells are responsible for regeneration. So the regeneration is happening because you are giving an epigenetic trigger to the stem cells. So whether it be knee pain, back pain, and if you come to the class, if you'll be getting a lot of information what is happening through the Kumbhak practices, and your mentors will keep on updating also that what is going, where is this practice or this Kumbhak Kriya impacting which organs. So that way you'll keep on getting more and more knowledge, and at the same time you'll be using this therapy yourself. Uh, how
How
long is
long is
each
these
session?
sessions? 60 minutes, Vijaya ma'am. I have typed.
About 45 minutes, 45 to 60 minutes. Then after the class, your questions will be taken. Any doubts you have, so that will be addressed in the class. And after the class is over, you'll be able to ask your doubts and questions in the WhatsApp group that you'll be added to as soon as you enroll.
Anybody else among the participants who would like to ask their questions? So iPhone, Nomi ma'am, during the program and after, can I continue taking the supplements that I'm already taking, or should I stop them completely? So Nomi ma'am, during the program, you can continue for some time, and then once your body itself is going to signal that the supplements are not required once you're on the flow of recovery.
And most of the times, it's the absorption problem. It's not a deficiency of any vitamins or minerals. As you do Kumbhak, the body's absorption capacity builds up, and that's how no supplements are required, any external supplements.
So waiting for your questions. It's about your health. So please don't hesitate to ask your questions. And do not wait for somebody else to ask your question, because the pain is yours. So I think we all need to take charge of our own health and own pains and aches. So I think we can close the session since there are no questions from the participants.
Yes.
So thank you so much for attending the webinar. Whatever questions comes to your mind, you are most welcome to type it in the webinar group, and we will answer it shortly. So till then, good night. Thank you so much.